Hello, this is Nagoji here, and welcome to the Inuyasha franchise review. Yes, I'll be reviewing the entire franchise since I finally finished Inuyasha like over a year ago. Back in when I finished Final Ad, when we watched Final Ad, I was probably a little bit too critical to Final Ad. Overall, okay, I should probably maybe thoughts on Final Ad real quick. I actually did enjoy Final Ad, besides my criticism towards the end of the series. I actually did enjoy it. I did enjoy Final Act. It was probably a good ending to the series. That's probably my last things I'll say on Final Act. I'll get into it when I get more in depth to the Inuyasha franchise. But with that said, let me just find that change world. Yeah, we're going back to old style of Adno Goji, sadly. Because, well, at least for now, I'll probably go back to StreamYard eventually. Let's find a job. Still looking. I missed a couple of I missed an interview with the so should probably go there on Wednesday. Yeah, I should probably talk to them, see if I can set up an interview. That is a dishwasher. I'm not sure if it is going in the background, but okay. I'll just let that play before I start the video. This is a classic opening. I hate that they took that out in the Netflix version. I hate that they took that out in that version. That pissed me the hell off. Took out opening 5 too. I want to change the world, change the world. Change my mind, so into the sound. That is such an iconic opening. They have a lot of icon openings. I don't care. Anyway, I do think that Inuyasha probably has some of the best iconic openings in all of anime. Like, even the second opening is pretty good. Like, pretty much all the openings in the anime are pretty solid. And it has some of the best endings too, especially like pretty much all. They have one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in like any anime, not including my favorite anime, Fairy Tail. Well, I do think Inuyasha is the best anime out there, and has some of the greatest storytelling in any anime that you've ever seen. In any anime, it has some of the best storytelling. Like, even, yes, I know a lot of people will say, but it's a light-hearted anime, it has very cheesy settings. No, it does not. Yes, it can be lighthearted at times, but when it gets dark, it can get dark. It can get dark real fast, and the stakes are up. Like, it knows when to take itself seriously, turn it back a little bit on the lighthearted moments, and takes itself really seriously when it comes to storytelling. This anime is what got me into anime. I remember watching this back in the day on Toonami. Back in the day, watching the original series and Final Ad. And yes, Final Ad did appear on Toonami. It was probably the last show that did appear on Toonami before it got canceled. Actually, no, I think it premiered in 2012 as a release. But I don't know. I don't know. I remember seeing Inuyasha the Final Marathon Tsunami Sunday somehow. I don't know. I saw it. Don't judge me. But Inuyasha was peak when it came to anime, when it came to storytelling, when it came to dramatic elements. Like Kagome, relationship between Kagome and Inuyasha is, you can see, developed throughout the whole series. And then Moroku, rest in peace, the voice actor for Moroku. That hit me hard when I find out that he passed away in 2020. That did hit me hard. I did not know he passed away when Yashahime came out. I was watching the sub at the time. I did not know he passed away. That hit me hard. Yeah. May rest in peace. Yeah. I don't know. He's my favorite actor. He's one of my favorite actors from. Yeah. He knew how to deliver a good line. Yeah. May rest in peace. Anyway. But Moku and Sango are a pretty dynamic couple. Sango is probably my favorite character in the entire show because of the character development she goes through with Kohaku and her wanting to save her brother. Actually, now thinking about it, all these characters I really do enjoy. They go through tons of character development throughout the show. Every character goes through a character development. Even Fiki and Shimpo, the comic relief, goes through a character development. Like, Shippo, a comic relief character meant to be a comic relief, goes through a character development. Yeah, that's saying something. Even Shippo, the comic relief, goes through a character development. That is saying a lot. Wow. I didn't expect like that many characters to go through character developments. And speaking of characters, let's get into the other characters besides the main cast. Inuyasha. Okay, let's get into the characters first. Inuyasha, pretty interesting character. He was bound by true love between his first lover Kikyo, and Kikyo pinned him to a tree, which sealed him for 50 years. And 50 years later, and in modern era, Kagome, a high school girl, is living a normal life until she is about to close school when she forgets to close the well, and then she gets captured and is sent back in time. And the well, and the gatekeeper's well is where she travels back in time to the feudal era. And the gatekeeper's well was basically a place where you travel back in time, back and forth. They do it a lot in the series. Sadly, they don't do it in Yashahime because for some reason the developers didn't want to bring back the gatekeeper's well, so they just bought a tree and spent a little time, which is alright, I guess. But can you at least bring back what made the show really good? The gatekeeper's well, like how cool would it have been if see like in a couple episodes of the first season, Yashahime. Oh yeah, Yashahime. If you would have seen like, you know, Moha, Toa, and Setsuna go back to the gatekeeper as well, that would have been awesome. We would have seen them interact with Kagome's family and the human world, but nope. We just decided to stick in feudal era Japan, which is all the thematic elements. Yeah, I hate that goddamn show. The only good part about that show is Moana. But Inuyasha, I enjoy. It's really good. Like the character developments are pretty interesting. Kagome herself isn't. I do enjoy somewhat. She does come up with a little bit annoying at times, but she knows how to take herself seriously and can actually be really helpful when it comes to a case. And Moku with the wind tunnel is also very helpful. Sango as well with her Krakos. And then she tames the black Krakos because she decides to give it to her son. I don't know. I just find that part stupid. Anyway. and Kiara, the mascot. And then we got my favorite, my favorite villain and the most despised villain of all of anime, Nuraku. Yeah, that son of a bitch doesn't know when to quit. He lasts for so long. He lasts from episode 21 all the way up to episode 193. He never quits. Even when he gets shot down, his body gets abused. He makes a wish on the sacred jewel just to stay alive. Like, this guy doesn't know when to quit. But what do I think of the stories, the story arcs? Most of them are pretty good. I wouldn't say there's like any bad story arc in my particular. I don't really think there's like any bad episodes. Like, even the filler episodes are really good. I can't really think of a single episode in Inuyasha that's really bad. In my opinion, I guess the only one I can think of is that episode when demons get loose in school. I guess it's the only one I can think of that's bad. That's the only one I think of when they're at a festival and they have to go to school or something. That's the only one I can think of that's actually bad. That's a bad episode. But then again, that episode does have Inuyasha meets Kagome's friends, so I wouldn't consider that bad either because we've been waiting for that for quite a while. So I don't know. Doesn't seem all bad. But what do I think is the... And how would I rate the villains? Kagawa, I love. May she rest in peace. I will remember you. The other villains, like Kana, I remember being... that death so pissed me the hell off. Like, why do you people care about Kana all of a sudden? Like, she was trying to kill you on multiple occasions. Since when did she ever show sympathy to you? Just because she's showing sympathy to Kagawa means... What is that? Oh my god. Anyway. And the other deaths I'm not very too big a fan of. I'm not really a big fan of the show. Wait, what am I talking about? I am a big fan of the show. The show's pretty good. It's probably one of my favorite animes out there. It's probably the best anime out there, in my opinion. The only other anime that's probably better than this is probably Fairy Tail, mostly because of nostalgia. Yeah, Fairy Tail will always have nostalgia place for me because that was my first long-going anime that I ever saw that I watched multiple times on multiple viewings. Inuyasha, the story arcs that get good, and the villains themselves are pretty good. Especially the Band of 7, Jesus Christ. Band of 7. Easy peak villains. I don't remember them because it's been a minute since I watched the show. Yeah. Also another... Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the new villains that got introduced later in the series, like, they're pretty much forgettable. They don't give enough time to develop them, so it's easy way you see they get killed off in the final act pretty easily because they didn't have enough time to develop the characters. Yeah. And yeah. Also, speaking of the final act, I enjoyed the final act. It was a perfect ending to the show. Despite my criticisms I gave my review and my 2 reviews of the show, I actually did enjoy the final act. It was pretty good. I actually did enjoy the final act. I enjoyed the opening, I enjoyed the soundtrack, I enjoyed the character development that was in the closing character developments that we got in the show. I enjoyed everything in that show. It was pretty good. It's probably peak when it comes to final seasons, so yeah. I enjoyed it. But what about Yashahime? Fuck that show. Fuck that show. The motherfucking hell. Here we go into my rants. Yashahime, it misses the points when everything that the original show, instead of building up the characters, showing them off, they're just put to the side and they'll focus on the newer characters, which makes no sense whatsoever. Why would you put the focus on the newer characters? Who in the right mind will put the focus on the newer characters? Here's my problem with a lot of these shows, of these next gens. Like Boruto. Boruto focuses on the newer characters and it gets rid of the older characters. Jujutsu Kaisen focuses on the newer characters and Barry has focus on older characters. Okay, maybe that's a really bad example. But My Hero Academia is another example. Focuses on the newer characters and forgets about the older characters. Heck, even Demon Slayer, which I do consider the next gem, focuses on the newer characters and especially the older characters side. All of these next gen animes, and no offense to Demon Slayer, but I do like that anime. It's the only new next gen that I actually do like. But my god, for all these animes of next gen, just stop. Because my god, it looks like we're getting a next gen for every anime out there. There's a next gen for Soul Eater, which is Fire Force. There's a next gen, well, Soul Eater not, and Fire Force on next gens. We got next gen for Boruto, which we got next gen for Naruto, which is Boruto. We got next gen for, well, technically we don't know that's better than next gen, but you know, get the point. I really can't name any next gens I've watched that are pretty bad. We got the Four Nights of the Apocalypse. That was pretty bad. At least the first season. But my god, can we stop it with these next gens? And Yashahime is probably one of the worst next gens I've ever seen, because my god, the characters are insufferable. All the newer characters that they introduce, the son of Moroku, the twin daughters of Moroku and Sango, the kids of the clan that is brought to back up Kohaku in the new Demon Slayer clan, and every new character that they introduce is completely wasted. They're all wasted. They're just there for filler, and I don't give a fuck about either single one of these characters, except with the exception of one being Moha. That's the only character I care about. Moha is the only character that looks like they actually gave a damn. That is sad. That the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome is the only character that you guys gave a damn for. That really pisses me off. Also, why in the hell, who in the right mind would have Setsuna and Toa be the daughters of Ren and Shishomaru? Ren and Shishomaru. Why Shishomaru? Just why would you have Shishomaru be? Wasn't there that one villain that was introduced in an arc that you could have easily have the daughter been? No. Because that would have meant that. Oh no. Ooh. Ugh. No. Just no. Just no. Mm-mm. So we bad enough we gotta. Oh, okay. In the defense, yeah, the developers, the director did say that yeah, sure, the mindset was a 15-year-old, so whatever. Anyway, yeah. Oh my god, I just hate this ships. Also, who in the right mind? Oh my god, I just. And season 2 is even worse. Like, the first 8 episodes are good, and then once we get to episode. Okay, scratch that. The first 5 episodes are good, and then everything after that is just shit until we get to the last 2 episodes. The entire season is bad. It's all bad writing. Nothing but bad writing. Season 2 is probably the worst season out there, and I'm glad that we never got a 3rd season, even though it's kind of sad because it does have potential to go somewhere because we are traveling to a different land, and the original show never did that. They never traveled to a different land, so they have the potential to do something with that idea. But we will never find it out unless they decide to adapt that manga that Ashimi is currently in development. So who knows? Maybe we get a Yashihime the final act or something. I don't know. But my god, this is how you. Yeah, I'm sorry. No. Also, like, couldn't have just been back to Navalku and Yashihime? That would have made more sense than what they gave us. Like, why not bring back Navalku? You had the setup. You had the setup. You had the miasma and the asteroid. You had the setup. That was a perfect setup to bring back Navalku, but no, they decided to go for Giant Butterfly. Cool. You could have brought back the most iconic villains in Inuyasha. Navalku through an asteroid. You could have just said like his remains fell into the galaxy or something, and they ended up in an asteroid and the miasma. But nope, you decided to make it a butterfly. A butterfly that no one knows a shit about. An alien butterfly. An alien butterfly that looks a lot like Martha. The early concepts of Martha, to be precise. Just why? This is the most dumbest, stupidest idea you could have ever done. You abandoned the idea of bringing back Navalku for a butterfly. Yeah. And that's why Yashihime sucks. And Inuyasha, perfect. Inuyasha final act, perfect, but has its flaws, but still good. Yashihime just sucks. But I think of the whole franchise as a whole, it's pretty good besides Yashihime. Like, even the final act, which I do think has its flaws, and I still like the final act. It's still good. I still enjoy the final act. I guess it has its flaws, but I still enjoy it. Like, everything about this show I enjoy. Yashihime not so much, but everything else I enjoy. But with that said, this is I'm going to sign off. And remember, stay big, Inuyasha fans. See you in the next one. Bye bye!